Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So in today's video I'm just going to be showing you how I tie my knots and how I finish a piece of beading, and then how I add a new piece of thread. So if I've run out of thread halfway through a bracelet or something, I'm going to show you how I add a new piece. So let's get started. So I'm just using this piece that I'm working on. I've been working on it for ages. It's taking such a long time. And I'm going to show you how to tie knots, and then I'll show you how to start a new piece. Okay, so I've got my needle threaded onto this piece, and I'm going to pretend I'm at the end of it and I need to tie a knot and finish it. So it doesn't matter whether you're working on a flat piece or a 3D piece like this, it's going to be the same technique. So I'm just going to move away from where I finished. So I'm going to move through a few beads away from where the finishing piece is. And then what you need to find are these threads. See this thread here that you can see? Like that. You need to find the thread that connects the bead you're coming out of to the one next to it, and take your needle under that thread. So I'm coming out of this bead here, and I've found the thread that connects the bead I'm coming out of to the next one. I've just taken my needle underneath that thread. Then I'm going to pull it through until it leaves a really small loop like this. You're going to go through that loop 2 times and pull it down until you feel it tighten. Pull it really tight, and that's how I tie a knot. Now you need to move your needle through some more beads. It's really important that you never cut your thread at the knot, because the knot will unravel over time. So then I'd move on a little bit and do the same again. I'm going to come out of this bead, so I'm going to find thread that connects it to the next one, and take my needle underneath it, pull it down until it's a small loop, and then go through the loop 2 times. Pull that down until it's tightened into a knot, and then move on again. And I'll keep doing that until I've used up all the thread that I've got. And that's just going to make your piece extra secure as well. And then before you cut your thread, make sure you've moved away from the last knot that you tied. So I've done that. So that's how I tie my knots. So now I'm going to show you how I'd add a new piece of thread if I needed to carry on and I'd run out. So first thing you'd do is obviously cut off the remaining bit of, like the little bit you had left, you'd cut that off. So you've got this, and I'm going to start, whether this is a flat piece or 3D like this. If it's a flat piece, you'd start like on the other side of it. Say if it was a bracelet like this, I'd start, if I was adding a new piece here, I'd start a couple of like inches back. So I'm going to do that here. I'm going to start in this like second bubble. So this is where I want my thread to be coming out of. So I'm going to just pick any beads, and I'm going to move through quite a few beads, 4 or 5. When you pull it through, make sure you don't pull your tail all the way through. Hold on to a little bit, like just a couple of inches, few inches like this. And then I'm going to tie a knot, making sure you're holding on to that end of the thread so it doesn't just come through. So I'm coming out here now. I'm going to tie a knot in the same way that I did before. And when you pull it tight, hold on tight to your tail end as well, so it doesn't just unravel. Okay, and then I'm going to move forward, always moving upwards towards where you want to carry on beading from. So if you're on a flat piece, you'd keep working forwards like to where you want to carry on beading from. Move through a few beads again, and then I'm going to tie another knot. Like that, and then again I'm going to move forward, always going in the direction that I want to be headed, and just keep going until I get up to the top, and then I can carry on beading like normal, and I might add another knot in here. So that's how I add a new piece of thread, and then you can just cut off, because you've already woven in a bit before you tied your first knot, you can just cut this tail off, and that's how I do it. So I know everybody will probably have their own way of doing it, and you'll have to find out what works for you, but that's just the way I've always done it, and it's always worked for me. So I hope you found this helpful. It's just a quick little short like bead weaving tips guide. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!